Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio-Podcast.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have our honorary co-host on tonight, NIU Drumline Band member, CEO, aspiring actor and model, CEO of Delaware Inc. coming soon. Hey, Amir, my son Amir, how you doing tonight, Amir?
How you doing, Jay?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
Good. You looking all fresh and everything?
Thank you.
You know, how is the world treating you? You know, just life in general. How is life in general treating you on today?
It can be better, but hey, I'm still alive, so that's all I can say.
Absolutely, because as the old folks say, ain't no use in complaining about it. Ain't no use in complaining about it whatsoever. Now, guys, E is on her way, so she'll be here after our first break. But I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Want to go ahead and get right into our first hot topic. Now, Amir, this is a good one. I don't know if you can relate to this. Now, you and the young lady, the the scenario is a young man, a couple, they've been on 5 dates. Okay. He's paid for all of the dates. So, who should pay for the next date? Should she pay for the next date? And what are your thoughts on that? Like, is she just going out for the food, or is she being selfish and inconsiderate, or are men supposed to pay for all the dates? What are your thoughts on that? Facebook, the couple, they have been out on 5 dates. He has paid for all of the dates. So should the woman, is she considered, is she being selfish and inconsiderate because she has not paid for any dates? Or should the man pay for all of the dates? What do you think in that case? 5 dates, he's paid for all of the dates. Is she being selfish because she has not paid for a date, or should men pay for all the dates? Especially, I want to know what you young folks,
Really?
What you all think about that.
mean, if a guy's taking a woman out, then yeah, he's supposed to pay because he's taking a woman out. The woman is not taking him out, so the man has to pay, obviously. But if she was so nice and just wanted to like just chip on in, that's fine. But I believe that the man should pay because you are taking the woman out. But it's different because like if a woman's taking a man out, then she should pay. But if a man is taking a woman out, he should pay.
Okay, so they've been out on 5 dates.
Now, if it's 5 days now, y'all gonna have to split this up. She paid for one day, he paid for another. She got the next. I think you should split it up. I'm just saying, like, and vice versa. Like if y'all been together for a minute, then if the woman is taking the man now, she should pay. Then if the man is taking the woman now, he should pay.
And that's why I've always kind of got that, kind of twisted, just coming from the old school, because again, we were not like brought up that way. Like, we were brought up that like men paid for the date. So I didn't think that like it was counting like after a certain amount of time. But it's like once you are in a relationship, then that's something different. It's just like, okay, we're in a relationship now, so of course we're gonna go, we're gonna chip in, and we're gonna do for each other in a relationship. But as far as like the dating process, I always thought that, okay, like if we're dating, if you taking me out on a date, then I just thought that you would, the guy would be paying. But
Yeah.
as far as for this new school, it gets a little tricky. So now let me ask you this. Would you prefer a young lady to ask you out? Do you want her to ask you out, or do you want to be the one asking asking people out? Do you want to
Man,
ask a
to be
young lady
honest
out?
with you, I won't have a problem with. I've never ran into no female asking me out, but I don't know. I mean, things are like starting to change nowadays, so it's like a it's like a yes or no thing. Today it's like a yes, no. So but you just got to go with the flow too. So
So
like, I
would you
don't.
want a young lady to ask you out?
I don't know.
Why not?
I mean, to be honest with you, my heart is saying yeah because I can't deal with this rejection mess no more. So I'm just going to say yeah, and just hope for the best of it.
What do you mean rejection?
Like I don't like if you ask a woman out, she'll probably say yeah. Then some probably say majority of 90% of them say no. So the other half of my brain is saying yeah, then the other half is saying no. But put all of that together, I'm gonna have to say yeah,
So
probably.
do men actually have a problem with, do you guys actually have a problem with women telling you no? Like, does that really affect you
I
guys?
really don't care because I'm gonna move on to the next person. Rejection makes me stronger, so I'm used to it. So
Yeah,
I ain't
I've
losing no
always
sleep
wanted to
about
know
it.
that, like, because again, with with the new millennials and things of that nature, like you just said, guys don't want to hear no. Like I know back in the day, guys, I would always do my best to be, and still today, like I'm always striving to be mindful on, how I turn people down, because people don't really like being turned down. I mean, you go get all indignant and everything, when you're turning
Yeah.
them down. So I'm always trying to figure out, like, what's the safest way to decline in advance. So say if a young lady is coming in, and you're trying to talk to her, what is a good way to let you know that she's not interested without you being offended as a man? What can she say to let you know, yeah, I'm not interested,
I mean,
and
let
then
me
you
know,
still be okay?
let me know, like, right away and like up front, like that you're not interested in that, that you don't want to. Like, don't sit up there and like play games and beat around the bush because people are good for doing that, and I have zero tolerance for that because we all grown. Like, please don't be doing that childish stuff. Like, it really gets on my
Now, let me
nerves.
tell you, you'd be surprised how many good and grown folks are still playing childish games. It's just like I would thought that being, over at least 28, that the games would end. But I'm sorry to say, I found that that's really not the case. I mean, there's still a lot of good and grown folks still playing a lot of games. But like I say, when I'm like if you're turning somebody down that you're not interested in, talking with, or them being pursuing you,
Yeah.
I try not to be rude. you know
Some are rude. Like they be like, I didn't I tell you I don't want to be, won't. I'm like, it don't even take all of that. Just just say what you got to say. Don't sit up there and make a scene and stuff like that. Because most people are good for doing that, and it's not gonna get you nowhere.
why?
Because what you put out is what you gonna get back in return. I can't wait until I do it because I'm gonna let them have. It. Yeah, I'm gonna let them
No, wait,
have it.
you
Like
gonna let them have it for what?
for sitting up there making a scene and doing the most, trying to put on the show for everybody. Want to be the class clown? Well, I'm gonna be that 10 times more.
No,
Yeah, I
no, no,
am.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
some
no. Wait,
people are good for
we
doing
have
that.
Sheila on Facebook. She's saying she should treat every now and then if he paid for the last 5 days. Nothing wrong with treating at all. If he paid for the food, I'll pay for the movie. Hey Tasha, how you doing? And Tasha, she's saying I've been rejected before. How did that feel, and how did you deal with being rejected,
Mm,
Tasha? And again, as I said, there's nothing wrong with, chipping in. But I guess as far as, that's something I think needs to be talked about, because
yeah.
as for me, like I say, if we're dating, then I would assume that, you're paying if you ask me out. But again, if we make it to the relationship stage, then I don't have a problem with, okay, you know what? Listen, we're together. Let me plan something nice for you. Let's get together. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's kind of how I was
Cause some
brought up with
females,
thinking.
yeah, they not some. I'm not gonna even say females, but some women like they gonna feel like that you being too nice and you doing. And to be honest with you, if you do that a lot constantly, y'all going on dates and you paying a lot, she basically gonna take advantage of you because she feel like that you being way too nice and stuff like that. And most women don't like that. Like I've dealt with somebody and she was like, I can pay for my own stuff. I'm like. Okay, well, I've never seen that from nobody, but I'm like, whatever she say, I'm like, I'm cool. I
And
mean,
see, I
I'm
think
still
that
gonna
that's
pay my portions from that,
right. And I think that
regardless.
that's kind of a generational thing because again, I'm like, if you ask me out and if we're just going on a date, then you ask me out, then I'm going to figure that you have it.
Right.
However, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know I'm not coming to no date where if anything happens and you can't pay for it or you decide that you're not paying
Hmm.
for it or whatever the case is, I'm going to always be able to pay my own way. So that's the whole thing. And just to piggyback on what you said, people take advantage of you. There are some people out
Yeah.
there that just go out, on dates and things like that just to get a free meal. My thing is this, it's not that deep. Like I don't need to go out with you to get something to eat or to go somewhere. I'm like, if I'm going on the strength of I'm going for your company for us to spend time together. I'm not going for any other reason. So that's the thing. But I'm like, also when going out, be mindful. I always say this, like for women, be mindful of what you're ordering. Like if you're not ordering the shrimp and lobster and filet mignon on your own, or you're not ordering the
Mhm.
crocodile or the shark or the alligator on your own dime, you've never ordered that before, then why go out on a date with somebody and then order that? And you ain't never bought it for yourself.
I'm gonna just get a burger and fried and drink and just call it the day. Whatever she get, because at the end of the day, when you get that receipt, that bill, I'm gonna look and see. Oh, so she think I'm balling. I'm like, you know what? You know how much that costs right there, man. That's about 50, $60 right there. You got money for that steak and potatoes? I'm sure you don't. So I'm gonna need you to pull out that young Gucci bag and put a little something down for your order, and I'm gonna pay for my little $20 little burger and fries and drink. That's how that's gonna work.
Wait, so if she ordered too expensive, you're not gonna pay for her stuff. You gonna only pay for yours.
No, I'm gonna sit up there and I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, oh, so you think I'm balling out of control, huh? I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah, you thought now go ahead and pull that Gucci bag, that Gucci purse
Woo!
on out
Lord
and
have mercy.
lay that $50 or $100 down right there. Since you think I'm balling, start calling around here.
Ooh, Lord, now this brother done said that if you order too high, he said he's not paying for your food. He gonna tell you
I
the price.
mean, if we not in no relationship and we not like dating like and we ain't been together that long and
Right, right.
yeah, that's a problem right there.
Okay, that I mean, you know what? That's totally understandable, and that makes a lot of sense. Which is why I said, like, if you going out, because like I said, let's be real about it. There are some people that go out just so that they can get a free meal, and I'm like, I got other stuff to do
And then
besides trying to
you don't hear
go
from
out
them
with
ever again
somebody
either.
just just to get taken somewhere. I'm like, listen, I can Uber or look Lyft wherever I want to go. If I want to get something to eat, I don't need to do it, on anybody's dime. We have Tasha. She's saying, Sister J, they sure are still playing games. You got folks in their 40s and 50s. I didn't know what I did
Man,
wrong. The guy ended up telling me that he backed up from me because he is afraid to be in a relationship. He is having trust issues. Oh, well,
oh, oh, brother,
he's
no,
having, I
see,
mean, and that's a legitimate point. But my thing is now, Tasha, they can tell you one thing, but what is, cause like our gut, our intuition be telling us, listen, there's some bull junk going on over here. Do you smell it? Is it some bull junk in the air? Because, he could legitimately have trust issues. So my thing is, if you have trust issues, why are you pursuing a relationship? Why are you
yeah,
pursuing trying to get to know someone? deal with your issues first, and
You
then
need to be trying to fix
step
your
out
own
there.
life and stuff like that. If you got personal issues, trust issues and stuff, you need to be trying to fix your life
Right.
instead of trying to test somebody else. Damn,
And again, that is
sweep
so
around your own front door and make sure that mat is clean and ain't no dust particles floating up in the air and stuff. That's what you need to do,
absolutely.
brother.
So it's just like if you know that and it's like people are not willing to admit that. Like, listen, be upfront. That's like this communication is so key in relationships, and people don't talk,
Nope.
and people don't listen. Like,
Nope.
listen to what we're saying. If you're afraid, then okay, let that be known. If you're afraid, but does that mean that you're gonna back up from the relationship? Because if you're afraid and you backing up, say that. Don't just say I'm afraid and then disappear. People don't talk, and then when people are talking, listen. Listening is a huge part of communicating. But I just think that, as Tasha said, there are so many grown folk, 40, 50, 60s. Still, we ain't got that much time left. I'm just saying, we don't have that much time left. We got more time behind us than we got in front of us. So I don't want to waste my good time and my good breath of my years, playing games, playing cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry type games.
They messy when their kids grow up. They gonna be just like they papa and they grandpa. Yeah,
It's like it's
yeah.
so much
The cycle just
craziness.
gonna keep on going on and on.
Yeah, so it's understandable to be afraid. So if you're afraid, then definitely say that. But if you're afraid, then leave folk alone. Like, just get yourself together, and then when you're at a point where you feel like you're not afraid, then venture out there. But it's like there's a lot of people out there that they're hurt and they're damaged, and then they go and they get somebody else and they hurt them and they damage them, and now you messed up, and you're like, everybody is messed up and the cycle continues. It's like you ain't nobody gonna be good for nobody, because nobody is taking the time to heal and get it together. So definitely get it together before starting, dating and all this other stuff. If you've been hurt, listen, get it together. Just, I like to call it a relationship timeout. There's nothing wrong with taking an emotional relationship timeout. Sometimes you have to take a time out from the last relationship to just numb your Reikio and just relax, relate, and
Had a
release.
good, had a good relaxing of not being in no relationship, and it's the best thing ever. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
is
tell
it?
no. Yeah, yeah. I've had one for about 4, 5 years, I believe. Yeah, it's the best thing ever. Yeah,
And it's okay. I
3,
mean,
I
my thing,
believe.
there's no time frame on how long you should just relax, relate, and release. Once you're no longer afraid to get out there, once you're no longer afraid to open up and trust people, then I think that it's a good point for you to go ahead and start moving on. Tasha, she's saying the thing that I don't like is that they come approaching me, but when I choose to be willing to want to know them, they back up and know and say they're not ready or afraid they might get hurt in a relationship. And I mean, again, Tasha, to me, that's just some bull junk. I'm like, listen, just leave me alone. If you don't want to be bothered, why are you coming to me? Like, you approached me.
Yeah.
If you're afraid, stop messing with me. Leave me alone. Like, don't mess with me. So, guys, listen, we're gonna take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into our next hot topic. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Loving you has always been easy because it's true. Yeah. I would not believe if someone would have told me you would come along. Oh, to rebound my soul, cause I was so in love, my heart had grown cold, so cold. You had good energy, exactly what I needed. You walked in my life and placed the joy where was needed. I don't mirage what I feel for you, but that on God, girl, I'm loving you. Said it's easy to love. Easy to love. Said it's easy. It's easy to love. Easy to love. Oh yeah, yeah. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you has always been wonderful, more than you'll ever know. We got the chemistry, go together like love sex. The passion and care we show one another tops all the rest. The feelings I have for you, I ain't felt in so long. What we share together, baby, the bond is so strong. It's no facade of what I feel for you, love. But that oh God, I got love for you, yeah. Say it's easy to love, easy to love. Woo. Said it's easy, baby. Oh, easy to love. Said it's easy, baby. Easy to love. Said it's easy. So easy to love. Easy to love you. Loving you has always been easy 'cause you're beautiful. Loving you, yeah, yeah. It's what I search my life to do. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay.
Cold J. LL Cold J over here.
Ice Age. Yeah.
Hello.
You know what? I resent all of that. See, now my ankles and stuff, I'm about to start shivering. But sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, actress, businesswoman, playwright. You say hi, girl.
Hi,
Hey,
girl.
hi, girl.
Not nothing.
Oh.
No.
My co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply Hey, how you doing?
Melting.
You don't look like you melting. You made it seem like you was gonna come up in here drenching, sweat, and all this other stuff.
I was drenching sweat.
Well, you dried off real good before you got up here.
I used this rag my head to dry everything. I'm back.
You know,
That's what I did.
you know what I can. Oh no! Now sitting next to sizzling, sexy, simply we have our honorary.
Yeah, see, that's because God wanted you to be cold.
He wanted because that's it's cold. That's what I'm about to start messing up a whole lot of my words. Our co-host, Amir. Let me tell you, NIU. Damn, you gonna get him your whole government.
Yeah, y'all didn't hear that. Never mind.
You gonna get him the whole government, just the whole government.
Yes.
That's all right. That's all right.
Because I am somebody.
CEO of Delaware Inc. coming soon.
Yes.
NIU band member, aspiring actor and model. The reason why, I got to, get them Botox injections to get rid of these stretch marks on the side of my side.
Now, one stretch mark.
You got nothing to do with that.
Tell her about herself. She decided to go sleep that night, right?
My son, Amir. Hey, Amir. How you doing tonight?
How you doing, Miss Jay?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. I thought that the first time that you said that you were going to be afraid to come back, but you have come back and you have weathered the storm. And I really
say that.
Huh?
When I ever say that?
No, I just felt in my spirit that you were going to be afraid, but you did.
I'm not afraid of nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
What's side? That's what you said.
How we do that.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now, guys, listen, our next hot topic, this is some garbage, and I hope she's still on here. So the lady posted the question. Ladies, do you think it's a turn off if a man asks you for money, even though he likes you, after y'all talked for 2 weeks on the phone, but they have not been on a date? So They've been talking on the phone for 2 weeks, and he asking for money.
Oh
Is that a turnoff?
my God, the baby's still here. Oh my God.
2 weeks. Is that a
It
turnoff?
has just dried all the way up.
It's like, wait a minute, you.
How much though?
I don't
What?
care.
It don't matter how much. How much is that a so? Is that a turn? First of all,
I think it's a turn off. I'm not a woman, but
so
it
if a
is
woman
turn
asks you for we can flip it. So if a young lady asks you for some money after you guys have been talking on the phone for 2 weeks, and she asks you for some money, or she starts insinuating, man, I'm so stressed out. I can't even buy. I need this book for my class. I can't even afford this book, or I'm trying to go home for the weekend, but I don't even have enough money. Is that a turn off when you hear a conversation like that?
I mean, no, but I'm gonna tell her the same thing. I'm kind of slick about this too. I got that mouth, so I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm in the struggle too. You know what I'm saying? I spent about $300-$500 on this book. I ain't got nothing either. I'm sorry. So we both in this
Right?
situation.
Both.
Sorry.
Jeez, I'm right. I'm with him. You too?
I tell her the
Man,
same thing.
I was going to ask you. How about that? Look at God.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you got a little something I can buy, I can little juggle with.
Yeah.
I ain't got
I
nothing
ain't
either.
got
I'm
it either.
sorry.
Man, I just had to hit my mom's up. You right?
Woo, Lord, have mercy.
You got that stimulus check. I'm like, I spent that on that too. I'm like, what about your stimulus check? Why you all over there where I'm at?
Yeah, let me call you right back. You call that dude. It's a wrap.
Oh
Like,
my
see, just for that,
God.
now you ain't getting nothing because you took my kindness for weakness. You asked me about the stimulus check, but you need the book for your class. Yeah, see how you miss out on your blessing right there.
Bobby Nichols says any man that has issues from that's in the past, from a past relationship won't step because he ain't ready now. Okay, we on something else, Bobby. But thank you for that comment.
So here's the thing. So like at this, okay, I would say generationally, because there's a generational difference here.
Yeah.
So in your generation, if a young lady, that's that dry bagging. So my thing is this, like if you I think it would depend on if you liked her, but 2 weeks is still too early to be asking anybody for anything. At 2 weeks, if I don't have any money, I don't even want to talk to nobody until I get my stuff together. So I'm not a good dater. If my money ain't right, I have a nasty attitude, a very nasty attitude. Not no attitude where, oh, let me call him up and let me. No, I have a nasty attitude because my stuff ain't together and I don't want to talk to nobody and I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to go on your little raggedy dates. I just don't want to do it. No, I just be in a bad mood overall because my stuff ain't together. Because I don't like people to be able to hold nothing over my head.
Now Nicole Nichols does have a good response. He says, red flags. Real men won't ask a woman for money. And Tasha says, Jay girl, that man had the nerve to ask me for $300 to get a new phone so that me and him could talk more. That was how much money he wanted. Girl, but I wish I would ask me for $300. I don't even spend $300 for a phone. I'm so frugal. I am very, very frugal. That's a nice word for cheap. It ain't happening. My phone is cracked. My phone is on crack station right now because I'm like, and my children keep on saying, Mom, please go get your iPhone. No. Do you know how much iPhone? No. If that iPhone can't get up and turn off for me and put its own password in, if I can't use my ESPN to turn on, I can't pay $300, $400, $500, $200, $900, $1,000 for no phone. I can't do it. $900. I don't see how people spend $900 for. And then you ask me for $300 for your phone. You have just drive me up. See, I was like, what's that? The Nile River. I was flowing. But then you said, Edric, I'm in the Sahara Desert now. It's just a wrap. Ain't nothing going on in the Sahara. It's a wrap. I ain't in the Sahara. What's that?
A cactus.
That Salt Lake has just dried
the
up
Red
everything
Sea
around there. No, in Utah,
the Dead
the
Sea.
Salt Lake.
Oh,
the Salt Lake. I'm the Salt Lake. I'm dry up. I wish you would ask me for. And it's been
2 weeks. Like, how do
Oh,
you?
God. It's that great line from one movie. You are so barking up the wrong tree right now. Really? I'm like,
Girl.
dude.
I think I know what you're talking about. Some white shit.
Yeah, right.
I remember.
No. I mean, that's first of all, you as a
grown ass man.
asking for a woman a 300. First of all, have you lost your 300? See, oh my goodness, I
can't even spell three.
but
He gonna probably take that money and run off with it.
Oh, that's
Same
exactly
thing
what
the
was gonna
females
happen.
be doing too, but it's like now they doing this now, trying to trick guys and stuff. Oh, access to my OnlyFans and stuff, but you gotta pay to see her goodies and stuff.
Well, that's how it's supposed to. You got to pay
No,
for the goodies. Now you got to pay to play.
free.
No,
I'm not paying
you
for
got to
that.
pay for the goodies.
No,
now.
$14 a month.
Yes.
$59.
I ain't mad at that.
Girl,
She
you better
working.
get up
She
out of
working.
there.
She ain't asking for the money. She working.
No.
She you paying for a service. She gonna show you her little
You
doodles.
subscribing to her Pornhub?
Hello? She working. That's a hard working woman right there. That's a hard working woman right
I'm
there.
seeing it for free. I'm not paying for
because she
nothing.
got a new surgery this week, so it's now.
That's
When she got that
crazy.
little mole move right there, so now you got to see what it's gonna do, and then she can make that one boob trick up and the other one trick down, and then they flip together without her using her hand. So you want to see that, yeah? That's what that is.
So listen, fellas, are you okay with asking a woman for money? You've been dating for 2 weeks. Would you ask a woman for money? Would you ask a woman for money, Amir?
No, because I have my own stuff. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. No, I got my own stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
The young girls, I mean, you have the young ones that do pull that, the young girls that pull the, ask the young dudes for money, especially if they know they got a little gullible one or a really sweet one. It's not more so gullible, but you really sweet.
A good dude,
yeah,
right?
And they be like, let me see how far I can go, And that's where, mothers come in because we didn't talk to our sons and everything. So you think you pulling it where you think you can, oh, well, he didn't pay for this. Well, let me see. Now, my son, he don't mind. If he offers to pay for something, he'll pay. He'll send you wherever, he going to go with you, whatever. But the moment when you say, well, I just need $200 for he's, okay, let me see the phone bill. He'll pay the phone, but he ain't going to give it to you in your hand because he don't, no, you try line and go play it, get your hair done or whatever. Now, what's the phone account? Who's the number is in? I was in John's. I can't pay that.
Right. Right.
You ain't John. You Molly. I can't do that. No.
And see, the females that think that they getting over, let me just let you know, you're not getting over. You just dealing with a young dude that was raised right. His mom and them done raised him right. His people raised him right. So don't think that you getting over on him because he's doing it. He's doing it because he's a free will dude until you get to that point where he like, okay, you know what? I'm about tired of this raggedy chick right here. She out of there. What they say?
She said, and he's 40. Because he ain't got no job.
And that's the thing right there. So that is a huge red flag. If somebody is asking you for some money within 2 weeks of talking to you, I don't care whether it be man, woman, seal, camel, horse, whatever it is, and you asking for some money in 2 weeks of talking to somebody, you haven't even officially went out on a date with them, and you're asking for some money. First of all, slap yourself. Okay,
I ain't got nothing to ask. You asking for some money? You ain't gave me nothing.
We haven't even met for coffee or anything, and you already asking for money.
You asked for $300. You plan on doing some tricks for me.
And like she said, this ain't even the young 20-something. This is 40. You good grown, so which means
you want $300 for me. Oh yeah.
Which means you probably still stay at home with your mama. Or you stay with a wife or something, and you up in there cheating on a government phone. Get your underachieving behind somewhere and get a clue and get a job. But then it's like when women talk like that now. Oh, they think they are better than something. No,
that's
grow
up. It would be a turn to any man unless you a sugar daddy. I need a new sugar daddy line. Bill Max says never. He says I don't ask women for money, and even if I've been dating her for 2 years. And then Bobby Nichols says, as a man, I already said, that's I told you my phone is cracked. It's all cracked all up. I got to read through the spots and everything. I already know it takes finance for romance. I will never ask a woman for money. I will only date with a purpose. I know that's right. Hey, Steven Wright says good evening. That's just.
And again, like I say, it's like for me as a woman, it's like if if my finances and stuff is not right, like, because I'm so stressed, I'm like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm like, I got other stuff on my mind, and me trying to, get a couple of dollars from you, chances are what I need is way more than what you're gonna be able to give me. I'm like, the finances. Listen, oh, $100. Can I? No. We gonna need a whole bunch. I ain't even about starting her. We gonna need a whole bunch more. So it's like, no, keep your money. But if a person is asking you for some money, that's a red flag. Just block them.
They ain't seen each other physically. He ain't sent you no nudes. He got to at least send me a nude shot. Something got to. I need a full body nude. Don't send me no pic and you ain't attached to it. I need to see a full body and I want to see it all.
I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna say, you gonna listen, bro. You gonna have to take that to the Lord in prayer. You gonna have to take that to the Lord, and I will definitely keep you lifted on my end. But that's as best as I can do for you.
I'm gonna do it like the dude say. What that mouth do?
I've heard the term before.
But still, for $300,
what that mouth do?
Please,
what that mouth better do? Baby, listen.
Not to come up no $300.
Me and my friends, what that mouth do? Yeah, 100 each. What that mouth do? And we split it all. We got to split it all the way up. We're gonna get you 50 each. What that mouth do?
No, yeah. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, you better take it to the Lord in prayer. I will put your name on the prayer request list.
Really?
And put your name on the altar. But that's about as best as I can do for you, because I'm not 2 weeks. And I will refer you to, to a labor ready place or something, somewhere the winter is coming. If it's in the wintertime, you should never be broke all that snow and stuff. Listen, I can hire you to shovel that snow. I'll give you a couple of dollars to shovel that snow, because I ain't doing it. Ain't gonna be, maybe throughout the whole winter, you'll be about $300.
Keep on working at it, baby.
I ain't shoveling no snow, so you'll get it over the whole entire winter. But you ain't finna get no $300 out of me, no one pop. Well, I don't know what you thought that was.
You can't get $300 out of me. You a good one to get.
But I will pray for you.
To get $300 from me, you a good one.
You
got to be.
I'm gonna put your name on the prayer request. Tasha, give me his name. Inbox me his name. I'll put his name on prayer request list so that they can keep his name lifted. Because that's about all we're gonna be able to do for you.
I don't borrow from you or whatever. I give it back to you, but to put something extra up on it.
Man, it's so. Like I say, it's so hard. Like we talked about this before. I just do not feel right about just asking for anything. Guys, is that an ego thing? Like we talked about pride and ego. Is that an ego thing? Because I have a problem with asking people for help. What do you think, Amir? Because
no, you're not wrong at all.
Okay,
no, it isn't pride. You need help. Dang it, ask for some help. Nothing wrong with your wife.
You know what? Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I hate owing people stuff. I hate when people feel like, oh, well, you need them to do. I just hate that. Who they do
it myself.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't. Now, one thing I don't mind giving if I got. You know what? I don't mind giving if I got it. And let me tell you, sometimes my niceness I'm being taken for kindness, because I got some folks that done tore my cars up because I let them use cars. I gave cars. He probably on the line. He probably on that. I love him to pieces, but he know I would just ram his head right into a wall because I tore a couple of my cars up, and then he steal the parts off the cars that but he know I love him. Whoa, but I just hurt him.
Even Wright says, what's so funny is when a woman has a conversation, all of a sudden talks about something she needs to introduce you to say or help you'll get out of. Oh, yes, damn, that don't be right. I can't wait. Get out. I'll get it. What finish reading?
She said, what's so funny is when a woman
thinking I haven't met her yet. We haven't said I do now. That's when I can't do it.
Steve, right? We're gonna work with you, baby.
She said so. He's saying that they haven't even met yet, and she's asking for it, but then she'll follow up. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to get it. I'll take care of it. They drag bag, but then they take it back.
Emasculate your ass real quick.
Because I understand. Everybody got their own bills and stuff like that, so don't worry about it.
I've only done that one now. I'll pull that one out. I done gave you the good stuff, we didn't, but it ain't gonna be no 2 weeks in, But now we didn't got to establish something, and okay, something is due, and it ain't hitting. My check don't hit for like 2 weeks, and something is due like now, and I'm like, you got all this good loving, you even got some food and stuff provided me, that food alone, groceries alone, I ain't got no link, groceries alone cost, so I got to hit the pockets, so yeah, Oh, you can't get. Oh, okay. Bet, no problem. Grocery. Once you say nah, there's the refrigerator closed. After what you cook, I ain't cook a damn thing, but damn, my children eat real good. They eat good. I might video chat you while I'm eating and say, I thought you said you ain't cook. Oh, my baby cooked for me. But it's so delicious.
Right, it's only food for these folks that live up in this house, you know.
Put it on plate. Can I come over to cook? No, I'm selling a bit. Nah, I'm selling a bit. $300.
No, I just even if I needed it, like I say, I know good doggone well. I'm like, I am not asking. I'm not even dry asking. It's just like my whole attitude, my whole demeanor changes because I don't have my stuff together. Because I mean, I guess that's just one of the things I take pride in, being able to take care of myself. Because I'm like, I always felt like, okay, when I was younger, well, I can't wait to be grown so I can do this and do that. Grown. Now I'm grown. I'm like, okay, that was one of the perks that come with being grown, being able to take care of yourself and your responsibility. So that's kind of one of the things. But I'm like, I'm not gonna sit and ask. I mean, even Lord, it's just hard for me. So again, y'all keep me lifted. And if you come, then you'll do ask me for some money. I'm gonna keep you lifted in 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna let you know whatever the answer is gonna be between you and the Lord, because I'm gonna block you after that, because I'm not gonna have any time to deal with you. But I'm gonna put your name on the prayer list. I'm gonna block you, and I'm gonna tell you, bless your love, bless you, and keep it moving, because I'm not about to deal with this.
Really?
Stephen Wright said basically she tested you, and basically she a gold digger. I ain't no gold digger, but if you didn't ate from these fruits and stuff, you didn't ate this, you didn't drank from this bountiful mountains of lavish milk and stuff. Trust and believe, you got to pay. You don't go to the grocery store and just grab milk out the cooler and go walk out. No, you got to pay for that milk. You just suck on these beautiful, wonderful, bounty breasts. Trust and believe, I ain't no gold digger. $300 is not gonna break you like that. But you suck on this milk. This is fountain. Listen, football players pay for this good old titty milk right here. I got this. Got some prime A good breast milk. This is you like it, Mr. Winfrey. I'm gonna squirt y'all a little bit. I still got some. No twins, maybe 3, but Edra still got some milk up in me. Hello. Praise him.
Well, again, that says she giving out breast milk. I'm gonna put your name on the prayer request list.
I'm selling it.
And we gonna keep it.
Everything is for sale except the coochie. I'm selling it on that, but I'm selling on this titty milk. I just pump you out. If you want to drink from the udder, that's gonna cost you. You just can't be just thinking. You want to drink from the udder? That's about call me. I'll tell you how much that is. It's more than $300. That's for sure. It's more than $300.
Well, guys, listen, we're gonna take a short musical break, and when we return, we're gonna get into our next hot topic. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, you should come running. Quit all that stalling, my body's calling. I got no time. All time. This could be so perfect for one hell of a night. Think you got a secret, easy and cold in my cup. I just wanna slow this on you, baby. We can turn it up. You had to change, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, 'cause I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. Lately your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind. Fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all anticipating is about to go down. Don't leave me waiting for you. I get so lonely. You had to change. No second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone 'cause I get so. I get so.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kid. Hey, girl, how you doing, E?
Hot.
You not hot. I ain't not a lick of sweat on you. Meanwhile, I'm over here freezing, and you know who's really cold, and you ain't hot. I'm cold. You ain't hot. You can't be hot. You can't be hot either, because I'm
good.
cold.
Well, I'm not gonna even say I'm hot in my shirt.
Now,
I'll be good.
next to Sizzling Sexy Simply E, we have our honorary co-host on tonight, NIU Drumline member, CEO of Delaware Inc., coming soon,
That's
aspiring
right.
actor and model, my son Amir. How you doing, Amir?
How you doing, Jay?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
You holding on and hanging in over there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, don't be letting these, little young chicks, try to stifle you out your cash,
They just be so good with it too. I'm like, you know what? You got me that time, but you know what? The next time it's gonna be this. It's gonna be this, right? I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich. You do it again. It don't matter who.
If
Hey,
she's working them little apps and stuff, you got to pay.
Well,
that. You
listen,
gotta-
don't be, it ain't no knuckle
and I go
sandwiches.
through and it'd be so crazy too. And I'm like, I remember this other person. I'm not gonna say her name, but she had Cash App, and then she had this other app too. And then I look at her Instagram. She got about like 9,000 followers, and she modeling and like Fashion Nova and stuff. I'm like, but you asking for money though? She was like, send me some money so I know it's real. If you don't get up out of there, you don't
Monopoly
lose
money.
two of your mouths. I'm like, you got money.
Two
Like,
of them.
sitting up there modeling and wearing Fashion Nova clothes. Like, you got money. You ain't getting my money. I don't know how you gonna get it. Better go out there and stand on the corner or something like that.
She can't stand up for. She got over 9,000 followers.
Yeah, you
wanna
better
be-
walk up and down and forth, down up on State Street and back and see if I'm gonna change my mind about that. But I'm not giving you.
You better what is it? Oh God, Spread Eagle. Spread Eagle, he might sell it like ding. Spread Eagle, the Cash App may flow.
Well, all I can say is, won't he do it? But this is really something. This asking for these folks for some money. But guys, listen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now listen, speaking of money, we're gonna go ahead on and keep on the money train, because what happened?
Oh, she said, girl, I fired him.
So our next hot topic is dealing with money. Now listen, if a wife takes money out of her husband's wallet without him knowing, is that considered stealing?
No.
So
See what Mr. Winfrey was saying.
if a wife takes money out of her husband's wallet without him knowing, is that considered stealing? Yes. If yes, why? If no, why?
The same way, if he went to a restaurant on his lunch break instead of getting food from the house and paid that person at the restaurant, that's considered stealing from her. Because she done cooked and everything else. He could have made him a sandwich and took that to work. So, no, she ain't stealing. That's his.
Now, what
That's hers.
You know what? See, I know how to get you back. I know how to get you real good. See, I'm gonna have something on my wallet. It's gonna be a little vibrating thing. It's gonna make you put it right on back. You're gonna think twice about picking up my wallet, and ain't gonna tell them what you gonna find up in there.
So do you
Same
consider
thing why
that
I
stealing?
don't like going in women's purses and stuff, and I never will. I don't like holding the purse. Don't even like doing that because ain't no telling what you gonna find up in there.
Yeah, you're not a good help. I'll be like, can you pass me my purse? It's
Then
like,
I got dudes looking at me like, what you got that purse about that boy? What you need that for? I'm like, this don't belong to me. That's my mother's. Ask her. She the one that told me to hold it.
So listen, you think that the woman is stealing if she takes money out of her husband's wallet without him knowing?
That's like giving your wife your having her go to the bank and she taking out money out of y'all account or out of your account and you don't know about it. But y'all supposed to be married and stuff like that and supposed to have trust and stuff. What is she gonna do with your money? She gonna probably take that money, probably transfer over to her account and you don't even know it. Nuh-uh. Nah,
Yeah, no,
nah.
he'd be
Mm-mm.
okay. I remember
I
when,
think that's
when I was
still.
married. That's not silly.
I mean, you should like,
transferring
she
the
should like,
funds.
can I have a little something, and I give it to you, no problem. But if you doing it behind my back, I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
say,
get a hammer.
babe,
Just
I
be like,
took
what you doing?
I
Huh?
took
What you doing?
$100 out your wallet. That's why you looking. Oh, it's nothing in there, baby. I took that out already. I had to go get my nails done, baby.
See now, okay. So now on the flip side, I don't know how I will react because I've never been in somebody.
Depending on how much she take out too.
About
Cause
to
if
lie,
she,
huh? You don't lie on a Thursday.
So like a boyfriend, I've never like somebody that I've dated, I've been in a relationship with.
I don't try to clean it up.
Yeah, let me.
You ever took it out of dude's wallet?
No,
They ain't taking the money out of dude's
nope.
wallet.
Nope. So I would. So I think I
know the story.
I would ask like being good and grown. I'm not even with both of them right here. I ain't gonna pay no attention to
You
them.
saw that old movie
So-
Shocker and the dude was getting electrocuted and stuff. That's what's going. The light is it's getting brighter and brighter, ain't it? The more she do, boy, I tell you, the light.
I would not even ask. I'm not gonna take it out. Like you can have. Listen, you can have your money laying out around. I'm not gonna go in your wallet now. But I'm trying to get in the mind frame of a wife. So if I'm thinking, if I was a wife, if I needed some money, I would probably ask him or just tell him, babe, I took $100 out your wallet or I took $200 or whatever it is, just so he wouldn't go and looking for him. I don't think I would ask him if but again, I think it depends on the type of relationship that y'all have. Like if you with a man that values that's a it for him. I'm not going in his wallet because some people feel like that's disrespectful.
There's nothing in a man's
To
wallet.
be
I
honest with
believe
y'all,
it's his
say if
phone.
you got cash in your wallet, hey, cash can't be replaced. But as long as she ain't get the credit card, then you good. You're safe, son. You are blessed. You are
My
good.
ass stays
As long as
like-
you ain't get the credit card, that's
Yeah, see, I think that I really would think that it depends on that individual couple's relationship and their type of rapport. Because again, some people get real indignant or they take it real offensive. Like if I tell you to go get something out my purse, I mean, go get something out my purse. I don't mean bring my purse back. So, because if I wanted my purse, I would say bring my purse. If I say go get it and I'm gonna tell you exactly where it is, go get it. So, but if you one of those people, he like, nah, babe, I ain't going to her purse. I'm not going to your purse for no reason. Then that's telling me he don't want me in his wallet. So depends on if it's some, if your spidey senses
he
and
go
all
on my
that
other
other
purse.
stuff.
He might as well go on that purse. He go on the other purse. I be sleep. In that purse. Get all my little change out. They don't even tip me. They just go back there and get all my good stuff out there. So,
No, so it depends on the rapport of the relationship. But it's like as a general rule of thumb, if you do take it, then let them know. Especially because you never know.
Notify the brother too. Like put a note on the bed and say, hey, I took $50 or $100 out your wallet. I'll give it back to you.
Because you don't know if that was his last money or whatever the case is. I don't know.
No, dude. Yeah, y'all been talking.
If you do that, I'm gonna need you to put your name, put the date when you took it out, and then when you gonna return it. That's what I want to know. Yeah, because I'm like, if something happened to us, we lose our home or something like that, we're gonna need somebody to latch on.
If that was all you had, that $50, you're not working hard enough. You need to work a little harder because I had just. What happened to the 50? Did you eat today?
Well, you can see how this dude that's asking for $300. You can see how that
he's trying to be a player. He ain't slick.
I'm not like that.
Sheila says, "Ask, don't take it out the wallet. It's respect. She would not want him going through her purse, taking money. He goes through my purse at nighttime when I'm asleep, taking my money.
Right, and that's how I'm trying to think of how would I feel like, okay, if I know I had $300 in my purse. Which I don't carry money. I carry like $3, just enough to put on my card for my coffee. That's it. I don't carry no money. But it's like I'm just trying to see how would I feel.
That's true.
It would tip you
True.
off. I've been in that situation. We weren't married, and we had this little. I had a savings account and a checking account, but I also had like some money tipped at the house, you know. And because I was working, I think 2 or 3 jobs, so I would take one check and just throw it up in that little thing at the house. And then this nut told me his sister needed some money. Because I went into it. It was Friday. I said, okay, let me go put the money in the little thing. And I said, where's my money? He was like, oh, my sister needed some money, so I gave her, I think it was like $300. And I was like, wait, what? Your sister got a mama and a daddy. I was like, you took my money? Well, it's our money. I put most of this money up in this day. You probably put like $20 up in this. After that stopped it. It was all, I put no more money up in there. I took cards back, get my bank card. It was a wrap. It was a wrap.
And see, and it's hard. Like, it's like, so could you be in a relationship with somebody that is financially irresponsible? Because it's like, okay, if we have a joint account, or if you with a relationship or married to a spender. I'm not a spender. Like, I'm very conservative. I'm like a list. You know, I'm very strategic when I shop. I'm not a free-for-all shopper because I don't like shopping, and I'm not a free-for-all shopper. So I don't think I could feel comfortable with a free-for-all shopper. We being no, we wouldn't. I'd be crazy.
That'll give you some little. It'll keep you busy. That'll be perfect.
Yeah, it'll keep me every time the phone ding. You know, they swiping that card. I'm like, oh God, we finna be in the poorhouse.
Give them a limit. Be like, listen, no, but babe, no. Give me cards.
Right. Then I'm gonna have to block you off the account and disconnect. No,
block off the account. You just be like. But I was lucky. I had me a little allowance. You know, I was good to go. I had kept my money, had me a little allowance, and he covered the bills and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. Then he'll get mad because I would spend stuff on the children. And he'd say, no, this Mother's Day, give me $1,200. I was like, I'm thinking, what can I buy for the children? And he's like, no, buy this on you. You always buy stuff for the children. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
and it's second nature. It's like when you have kids, it's like you can't help but to buy for your kids. But let me ask this. So, Amir, would you attach you're seriously dating somebody, you or engaged or about to be married? Would you put them on your account?
No, and no. And I know this from perspective because I've seen movies and stuff, and I'm only listening to what the real OG men and stuff say. They say never do that, and I'm just not gonna do it.
But baby, I love you.
I'm still not doing it. Still,
why not, baby?
How much I love you. If I put that ring on your finger, I'm still not putting you on my account because God forbid if something happens, I need to get on up out of there so I can move on to the next destination. Because I'm not going to be out here cold-hearted and drawers on, nappy head, and a tank top on. I'm good in some Nike shoes. I'm good. No.
Yeah, you homeless.
Oh no. You gotta watch at all times and be prepared for the unexpected.
So, what are your thoughts on joint accounts?
I do believe it. I've been on his account. I don't believe in putting him on mine. I've never. My mother she didn't believe in that. Like she taught me after you have your account. And you are on your husband's account. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, Nicole Watson. Nicole. But I've never, like when I had my, I remember we was at the bank. I was like, yeah, he's added me to his account. And he was like, yeah. And so she's like, okay. And so he looked over and I was like, oh, so she gave us the cards, whatever. And I had my other, my car was transferred over, whatever. And he was like, aren't I going on your account? I said, no. Why would I do that? I was like, oh, no. He was just like, wait, what? No, thank you so much. We left the account. We left the bank. 3 years after the marriage, I was still in that account.
Oh, my goodness.
3 years after, I was still in that account.
I think that we could have like just a joint account for our bills, our household expenses and stuff like that. And then like a joint savings retirement account. But then I think that we should still have our own separate accounts because especially just like, I don't know. I've just been single too long to have, I don't know if I would be able to ask for an allowance or wait for an allowance or anything like that.
It would always be like that. We have this little drawer, like, your money's there. I'm okay, cool. And then I'd be happy. I get my little money out. And I just have it good on. I'd be a great time.
I would just be like, you know what? I just need to have my own. But like I say, for the household. We have this because I would be too worried. Like, I mean, even though I know he's a good steward over his money, I still gotta, look and see. Like, I'll have to just, because I'm so used to doing my own bills and all this, I strategically like to have stuff, just fixed up. So I
Yeah,
would
to
probably
watch
have
him
to
too, cause she do have some hold over your account. She see them comments in your boy, she'll go crazy.
be buying up a storm.
Man, you
That's what
you
we
chilling
doing.
at home somewhere, you get that notification from the bank saying this amount of money has been taken out, or your account is almost at a zero. Boy, I will go crazy. I'll get up. I'll be like, then she come in with all these bags and stuff. I'm like, so where did you go? Did you bat a whole mall up?
They was
Like,
giving
your
this
mama?
away. They was giving this away. I don't know what's wrong with your account. They was giving this
You say,
away.
you know what? Take all that stuff back. Get my money
When
back.
you go
And you
acting
got
all
you
funny
on
and stuff.
restrictions.
There we go again. I know one of my ex friends. She took the mortgage money, took a boat. Because I drove it to the boat. I didn't know she was taking the mortgage money down. She was at the slot machine and she was sweating like crazy and just feeding the slot. And I'm like, so that's why I never really got into gambling because I don't like losing my money. I could,
I know how it feels.
I've done $30.
Lottery
I've never
tickets.
done anything
Oh,
more than $30. And I've probably done that twice in my whole life.
Right.
And even when I worked at the boats, I'm just like, I just
can't
couldn't see the,
Me
you
too.
know,
Me
I'm like,
either.
I'm good. I won 20. I was like, okay, I'm done. I won my little, I put 30. We took our mom. She cashed her mom's little security check.
No.
And her, and then when she called me, when I took her back home, I was like, I'll never take you to vote again because the way she looked, it frightened me because she was sweating and she was just like in the zone and it was looking crazy. I was like, nah, I'll never do it again. And then she called me like that next week. Was like, I need to come over your house. Okay, she came over, had a dotted eye. Oh, he dotted that eye.
Man,
I was like, why he hit you? I spent the mortgage money at the boat. I was like, well, that's what your ass did. $1,800. You lost your man.
Oh my
Girl,
goodness. Yeah, that is serious right there. That dealing with gamblers and having a gambling addiction. I'm like, oh, I can't.
I'm not gambling no more. I'm sorry. I can't go to Vegas. I can't do these lottery tickets no more. It's just a dream sell away right there. I gambled a few times. And I'm getting my hopes all up high. I can't even win $50 or $500. Let alone $1 million.
Man.
Come on.
Yeah, that lottery and all that
I
other
can't
stuff.
get the
That stuff will
money.
have you tricked up. I'm telling you, I won. I went to Vegas and I had $1 and I played the dollar and I won $50. I'm like, shoot, I think that looked good. I'm like,
hello.
And I bet you I took that little $50 and ate at the buffet. I'm like, I wasn't trying to sit up here.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to get this little $50 back.
Tasha Jordan, listen, all these dudes, Tasha, don't date them. Just don't date nobody, Tasha. Because she says, whoo, child, Sister Jay Vance. There was this other guy that asked me for my bank account information to help him pay his employees working for him. Girl, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. I blocked him immediately. I don't know if they seeing this some type of radar saying we're going to try this bull with her. I don't know if you need to burn some sage. Yeah, burn some sage around you and all the last.
Yeah, no, and it's like some people they take your kindness for weakness, so it's like you gotta kind of be mindful on what it is that you're putting out there, because some of these guys they feel that they can take advantage of you, or like that that you desperate, or you like lonely and things of that nature. So it's like you definitely got to be mindful of the vibes that you're putting out there. But guys, our last hot topic, since we are just talking about money and marriage and just stealing and all this and that, fellas, how do you feel? Is it mandatory when you get married? How do you feel? Does she have to take your last name? Will you be offended if she does not take your last name, or if she hyphenates? What do you prefer, or does it not matter?
I would
Whatever
be mad. I'm sorry. Like I think it's very disrespectful. Like, if you don't want to take my last name, hey, we might as well just go on separate ways now. And you not from the hype of my name, because I know how it feels when people spell my name wrong. They put the capital M and then the rest of it is lowercase. I'm like, you know what? Is this how I spelled it on the application? No, it is not. So please spell it the exact way that I put it on the
Why don't you take
application,
my last name?
please. I like Dale. I'm sorry.
Why don't you?
I'm a part of the Dale family. I'm sorry, and I love Dale so much. I feel like I've become famous off Dale, so I gotta keep Dale. I'm sorry. I
So
don't
if she don't
nobody else
take
last
Dale,
name.
then she may as well not try to be with you.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Just that
If I'm
simple.
like, if you don't want Dale, I'm like, if this name is gonna be pride, it's gonna be powerful, and it's gonna be the best. If you don't like it, so sorry to hear that. Go cry a river. No, I
So she
want
can't
Dale.
hyphenate?
No.
No.
Why would
Okay.
you hyphenate it? No,
My sister,
no,
she's hyphenated.
no,
He's
no,
fine
no.
with
It's
it.
not gonna look right. It's gonna say Dalier. What is Dalier?
It's gonna be whatever her last name is. So
No.
it's like, so what about you?
sorry.
So if
I
you
don't
get
want to
married again, will you hyphenate
I
or
don't
will
wanna
you
get
take
married
this?
again. I'm good.
Just hypothetically
If I
speaking.
hypothetically speaking, and I
See,
I can't get it out right. If I get married again, know that I'm high on shrooms and have smoked some of the best weed and peyote possible. If I get married again, but I didn't per se take his last name per se when I got married the first time. We took our spirit. Well, his last name was Muhammad, so I took the Muhammad, and that was given to him. But his last name by birth, whatever, I didn't take that.
Okay.
So I kept my Muhammad and stuff after the divorce because it's symbolic,
Right.
So it's more than just
his
him.
last.
Yeah.
Right.
But just a regular, no, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, I don't want to be Wilson or Johnson or not. No, that's a slave mess name. I'm sorry, I'm good on that one. I already got Harrington strung up on there. I don't even want that bad with any of them. I ain't even related to no damn Harringtons personally. I'ma just that was her husband's last name. It ain't my damn daddy's last. So no.
Wait, so we got BL Mac. He's saying nope, she's taking the last name. We aren't about to have all of those old excuses coming. All those old exes coming searching for her name. So I don't know. So like now, okay, so I would like to keep my last name simply because of everything that building business wise. However, I would talk to him about it and see how he feels. If he wants me to take it, then I'm gonna take. I ain't. We didn't come this far just to get married. I would change it legally, but then still just use.
What was his last name? Was Smash.
Well, we gonna have to just be the Smash family, be like, oh, I'm gonna put like JS. That'll be my, what the S stand for?
You don't even
Smith.
know.
Really?
This bull Smith. That's what the S stand for.
Yeah.
I say this: if you
I know some
you
butts.
don't want to take the last name, pull out the red card, pull out the boxer ring. Hey, y'all just got the boxer room now. May the best man win.
So I would ask. So that's the thing. I would ask him and see how he feels. Like if his beliefs are strong like that. Like, oh no, you taking my last name? It ain't no if in. Then I'm taking the last name. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go through all this, craziness. Because I'm like, if I say yes, if I'm getting married, then I'm in it for the long haul. I love you and I want to be with you, so I'm not gonna get hung up on the name.
What if it was Dumas?
I'm gonna have to JD. Ooh, JD's revenge. Hey, I
Really?
like that.
Now I've seen, like, especially down south, I've seen, I remember growing up and the people in school, children are so cruel and everything. And I remember this was Rico Butts. Baby.
Yeah. But it's like going in, like, so it's like if we get serious, then I'm gonna already start playing with the name and stuff. And I'd be like, just even before we got engaged, I'd be asking like, so if we got married, let's just say if we got married, would you want me to take your name so I can already know how I'm gonna feel about this situation? So, we can start figuring out. I'm like, listen, now you got a weird name, so now don't be offended. But if your last name is Lil Doohickey, I don't want that. J Doohickey.
That's cute. J Doohickey.
Do Lil Hickey. No, wait, no. We keep it simple. Really? Can we keep it simple? Like we ain't trying to go through all of that.
J do the butt.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah, no,
that's
it's not
French. That's like Dumas. That's French.
Right, because that's what that's what it absolutely be. You'll be mad at the
but Can I call you Miss Dumas?
Can you bring your dumb?
It's not dumbass. It's Dumas. It's French. No, I can't read French. Just say dumbass. But whatever make you feel comfortable, dumbass. Dumbass, can you please come here? Jay, dumbass, it's not dumbass. Okay, you got me. I don't even curse.
Woo, can you imagine a kid graduating in front of them?
And I'm like, even when I tease the hell out of you.
They walk across the stage and they get their Leonard
dumbass. It's Dumas. It's dumbass. That's be the one that's gonna blow up the whole school because he done been picked on all 12 years.
Jerome,
dumbass. He better be smart. Oh, he better be smart. He better have nothing. He better have the honor society, graduate the top 10 percentile of the class, walking with all sashes and robes and everything on because he's that smart. Because if not, you a dumbass.
So yeah, but definitely.
Max said, we go. He said, no, girl, we married. And Latoy, hey,
Latoy.
Been there, done that. First marriage, I took his last name. My next marriage, my name will be hyphenated because my last name is the bomb. Is the boom. You put the boom, but I think you meant to say bomb.
So so we Tasha, she said it would be no reason not to take my husband's last name. I feel that a woman love that man, she gonna take his last name because that is the man she is choosing to be with. Like I say, I mean, I agree with that statement, Tasha. Except, like I say, sometimes, you done built some things business-wise, and you trying to kind of keep that's a standalone, entity and all this other stuff. So sometimes it gets a little bit more complicated than love. Sometimes it's what's love got to do with, So, but it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. Yeah, that's something else.
She took it and she left with it.
Yeah, and she won it.
And she still
you can all I want is my name. He can have everything else. Oh, the name stay with me. That name got my daddy blood, sweat, and tears on that name. The name stays with me. Yeah. She can go. Yeah. She can go. The name stays with me. Okay. And with that, guys, we're going to take a short musical break. Now, when we return, we're going to get into our topic for tonight. We are talking about harassing behavior and stalking. Lord God, we must live. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families.
I don't know what you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Hair done, nail done. When you put that clone on, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done. When you put that clone on, why you gotta look so good? I can look into your not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not on my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Never done. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good? It's something about you. When you put your clothes on, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Or when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting the wrong one and all. Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair down and your nails down. When you put the phone on, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and
Just
sitting
Jay.
next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime,
Hot,
sizzling,
hot,
sexy,
sizzling.
simply E. No, you not doggone it hot.
I'm almost finished with this water.
And I'm freezing over here. I feel like somebody
good
has
over
dropped
here.
some ice on me. You know,
Can
maybe
I
I'm
have
going
ice
through
dropped on
maybe
me?
I'm going through change. I don't know. But sitting next to sizzling, sexy, simply E, we have our honorary co-host, NIU band member,
Junior.
Junior,
Happy to see
CEO, Delaware Inc., aspiring actor and model, my son Amir. How you doing, Amir?
How you doing, Jay?
Good, and you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled JAYE for all three. Let me tell you, but this one right here, he's real chauvinistic. This one right here, woo, girl,
You
you
look
would
like
What I
you
do?
you a chauvinistic baby. He got his own little views on. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where he get that caveman thinking from. No, this one's right
I
here.
listen and I watch movies and I just they just combine
No,
you
he
together.
this one-
that's that
this-
Pornhub
this-
you watch.
this-
You
this
watch
one right
too much,
here
don't be watching that stuff. It messes your mind up.
This one is chauvinistic right here.
I ain't watched that in so long now.
I can't with him.
Now
I
he would
can't.
be like, "Mom, what you just said?"
Right, I'm not. I
I know
can't.
what you. I know what y'all do.
Right, killing yourself up in there. Like, all right, be up in there half, come up in it like, wait a minute, what is? You know what? Why you didn't pull some
Not no
Fabio
window
or
open.
some bleach or something? What's wrong with you? Don't come touching me.
Mom, could you give me a little? No.
Right, no, give me a hug. No, you've been doing enough hugging. Don't come hugging me. Look. But guys, listen. Tonight we are talking about harassing behavior and stalking.
Jamila about this.
Have you ever been captivated by someone's pictures or posts on social media?
Yes.
Did it prompt you to like or love 100 pictures or more on their page? Okay. Do you inbox people excessively, yet you never get a response?
Nope.
Is your profile picture blank or something weird?
Yes.
Have you ever been blocked or reported for creepy behavior? If you answered yes to any of these questions, this show tonight is for you, beloved, okay? We're going to help you on tonight, beloved. This is for you, okay? So, because tonight, again, we're talking about harassing behavior
Yeah.
and stalking.
Got married?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Now, listen, for those that don't know what harassment is illegal. Let me just stress this word again. It's illegal behavior towards a person that causes mental or emotional suffering, which includes repeated unwanted contact without a reasonable purpose. What you want? Nothing. Okay? Insults, threats, touching, or offensive language. Keyword: illegal behavior. So now here's the thing. What is harassing behavior to you? What do you, in your opinion, what type of behavior is harassing? When you think of harassing, what do you think of?
Unwanted behavior, you know.
What, like something, what are they doing that
I
will
guess
make
they
you
just
feel
keep
like they
on
harassing
calling
you?
this wonderful radio station over and over again, asking to speak to me, and I'm just not trying to hear that, or sending me messages in my inbox, maybe even a little dick pic.
Oh, please, I don't even want, yeah.
Mm.
Amir, what is harassing behavior to you?
Harassing behavior is, somebody like keep on texting you nonstop and stuff, and you ain't trying to talk. After you done told them the first time, you ain't trying to talk, and then like sending like death threats and stuff like that. Wishing bad on somebody, wishing bad on you, stuff like that. That's harassment to me.
Now, here are a few
Instead
other
of being just flat
examples.
out annoying.
Okay. Here are a few other examples of harassing behavior. Inappropriate physical contact or comments. Pressure for sexual activity. And the last one is unwanted messages, letters, calls, emails, or gifts. The key word is unwanted. Okay, it's unwanted. It's annoying and it's not necessary. So please stop it. Like
Stop
it's
it.
crazy. So stop being crazy. Now, some people may not think
That they're crazy.
that's being crazy. So here's the thing. How do you determine if communication is unwanted from someone? How should someone know that you don't want to hear from them?
When I don't respond back, when you send me a message and you see I ain't respond back, I ain't even looked at it. Even if I did look at it, I haven't respond back. That should tell you ding 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 ding, and you can send another one, and she still ain't respond back. And you see my light is on, and I'm not responding back. Dude, you can put a message in my page, and I respond back, or I delete your message. That should tell you I don't want your ass.
Now, what about you, Amir? How do you determine if communication is unwanted from someone?
I tell a person, I don't want to talk no more. Like, I just end up like, the same thing that they be doing as I end up ghosting you. I delete you off everything, Snapchat, Instagram, let alone block you off everything. And if you still try to find your way, still, if you still, man, she used to do this so much. Girl, I'm not gonna even say her name on this live, but I used to work with her at Dunkin' Donuts, and my goodness, she kept on stalking. Not only she kept on stalking me, she kept on messaging me and stuff like that every other day after she already had a man. I was already talking to somebody, and that just got out of control. And like, no, I really was not.
Gave her a hug, whatever.
She just came on to me. And I was just trying to end everything. She was spreading rumors and stuff. I'm like, no, this is not what I wanted. And I'm like, she telling everybody at the either because she called her so many names and stuff. So, man.
They were all nice names too.
No, they weren't.
They were nice names. I called her every nice name.
Like I was blocked off everything, and then man or whatever, she unblocked me from all everything. Was still trying to mess with me. Still, I'm like, this is stalking. This is harassment and stuff. I'm like, I ain't messaged you. I ain't asked to speak to you or nothing like that. You coming on to me. So I'm like, what you want? Like.
No, she was
like, what you want? Who you with? Like, that's what Brandon Max
yeah,
like,
she was entering into the Twilight Zone right there, doing that one right there. You was into the Twilight Zone.
Asking me why I'm at the job and stuff. You remember that?
I know.
Don't worry about why I'm at. I'm somewhere, none of my own business. Where you at? You at work? Still working? Cause she messed that up. She been messed that up. I mean, once I found out that she so and so had kids and had a man, I'm like, ain't nothing I can do with you. Like, it's over for you. Belong to the street.
Boy, she better go find another one.
With that. She belongs to the street.
Grandma.
She did. They wanted to be a step grandma.
No, she didn't. Now listen, how many unresponded to calls, texts, and emails, then it becomes harassing behavior. So how many
does it, Jay? How many does it? It's 60?
In
like 2 days? How many does it, Jay?
60 in 2 days. That is insane. Like this is beyond harassing. Like you need to somebody need to come. They need to shut your
What if he
phone
say,
off
Jay,
and
I'm gonna
just
kill myself if you don't call me?
may the Lord's will be done. I don't have nothing to do with that. Like I don't have nothing
Miss
to do with
J,
that.
I'm about to jump off this cliff. If you don't answer your phone. Three,
That's no.
two.
Don't say that. I cannot. I'm already look. I
Because
got
they
my
want
eyes,
you.
my eyes starting to jump. So listen, but okay. So dealing with somebody and you don't want to deal with them. How many How many calls or texts from a person, and then you like, okay, no, this is harassment. Like now you starting to harass me. How many calls was it for you before you figure like, okay, you know what? No, this is harassing. You harassing me.
Oh my God, he called. I think he called about 3 or 4 times, and then it was just creepy because when he first called, it was at night talking about some. He thought he was reaching the show, and I'm like, no, you don't have the shows lined up. It's like, how to get my number? I'm like, dang, my number was out there on social media. Then he lied. Then he called back and was like, oh, you gave me your number through because I'm a mechanic, and you gave me your number because I saw you on the side of the road, and I gave you a card or whatever. And I'm like, no, because my ex is my mechanic. So try again, dude. And then he called again. He waited. He waited for like a month or so. Then he called back again and was like, he was trying to pull that crap with the show routine again. Then he changed his numbers. When I blocked that number, he got another number. Called me from another number on a Sunday. Then he hung up. Then when I figured out who it was, and he called me again, and he just kept on. Then he stopped. He waited. A year passed by. He called again. He sent me messages in Messenger, and then I had to get him completely blocked. And then someone, thank God, in the group. Now don't get somebody to find your address and stuff. But somebody, when I posted his picture and stuff in the group, they said that's my neighbor. They gave me his address, and my boys wrote up on that ass. So I'm just saying, I ain't had no problems ever since. I don't know if he alive. Oh well.
So what about for you, Amir? How many calls or texts from somebody or even emails?
I haven't got no emails. Thank God for that. I have been getting like scam calls and stuff like that, but it's weird because it's coming from like a 708 number, so I do know it's somebody. Who is it? I don't know, but I blocked it and they keep calling and keep popping up that scam likely on my phone, and it's a different number. I'm like, who's this? I'm like, I keep blocking the number, so why do this thing keep on popping up? Who is this? Who playing on my phone like that? Like, quit doing it before I find you. Like, I don't like that.
Now with me, so I think that after three is the magic number for me. If you have made, and I don't care, it's a combination of, I don't care if it's an email, call, and text, 3 calls, 3 text messages. Three is the number, and there is no response. The fourth one, you are teetering into harassment because it's like you've made 3 separate attempts and they have not responded, which means they don't want to talk.
You should just do it like a live and just call.
I'm just like, you just don't want to talk. So it's like when you're consistently calling and hanging up and all this other stuff, it's like, it's annoying. Like, you don't do that. Plus, I mean, it's crazy. It's creepy. Now, here's the thing. People, let's just put this out there. Like, okay, it's a lot of, Facebook people, and, we all feel like we family and we connected on Facebook and things of that nature. And that's good in its place, but you got to understand, like, if you have never, like, met a person, it is creepy and it's overwhelming if you are calling or inboxing them, and they don't know you. So you may feel like you know them because you see them on social media, but if they don't really know you, it's creepy.
I think he thought I was stalking him. I hurt my feelings.
You blocked me. Who blocked you?
Underwear blocked me. I was like, for real, this is what we doing? What it does? I'm like, I see you had a whole wife and family and stuff. I ain't trying to, go like that. But I'm like, dang, he for real blocked me. I was like, dang, I got blocked by Blair Underwood. That's bogus.
Oh, that's cool though.
No, it's not. We was there when we was like there. And then he was like,
just blocked you out
my ass too much. Blocked, like, for real. And I like that little last movie you was in with, Freedom Woodard and stuff. And that's how you gonna do me?
And see, the thing about it with social media, being at an all-time high, please be mindful of the information that you share on online
Mhm.
regarding your personal life, personal information, your locations and things like that. Because again, everybody don't have your good intentions, and maybe they think that they are doing the right thing. I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you this: mental health services are being cut on a regular basis. So it's like it's some folks out there that's 6 months to a
Mhm.
year off of meds that they really need to be taken on a regular basis so that they can, put things in perspective. So it's just like mental illness is real. So it's like, sometimes that carries over into people doing harassing type of behavior or even stalking.
He might do what I do because I feed my pills to the deer.
Really?
I ain't gonna take them. Nobody supposed to take these. Huh? Take the blue one. Take the blue one, baby. Okay. Here we go.
So now listen, we're going to get into the stalking because now here's stalking. According to an online source, stalking is a repetitive pattern of unwanted, harassing, or threatening behavior committed by one person against another. Again, repetitive. You keep calling, you're sending notes, putting a note on a person's car, sending them a letter in the mail, unwanted, repetitive. It's like if they're not responding, listen, it's unwanted. And what you are doing is crazy, it's creepy, and it's illegal.
Obnoxious too.
So stop it, huh?
Saying obnoxious too.
Absolutely. Now, stalking behavior includes telephone harassment, being followed, receiving unwanted gifts, and other similar forms of intrusive
Yeah,
behavior.
Godfather.
You're doing things that the person does not want you to do. Clearly, they don't want to hear from you because they're not calling you. They're not answering the phone. They blocked you. They're not responding to anything that you've done. You see that they responded to everybody around you. They not responding to you because you're creepy and you're like you're crazy. So they're not responding.
Stop her up.
No, I don't want to. So, guys, so listen, I have somebody that has been calling the studio, uh, looking for me, and it's like it's really crazy. I'm not gonna say the name or anything like that, but it's just like really crazy. Like, so please stop calling because it's crazy and it's creepy. So I thank you for supporting the show. However, stop calling.
You
like,
call again. I'm gonna call your ass up. How about that?
so like stop calling, but.
How you call right now?
No, we're not doing. I
Is that
know
him?
we're not doing that. So now, how do you determine the difference between somebody being persistent versus being a stalker?
What you got right there going on with you?
Right, but so so what if a guy is saying, you know what, listen, I'm interested in this woman, or a woman is saying, you know what, I'm interested in this man, so I'm just trying to be persistent. What's the difference?
Move along.
The man was
If
finding
she
bad
ain't,
shit.
hey, she out there living her best life. She out here getting in the bag. You should be doing the same thing to forget her. You might see her somewhere around one day. You gonna be like, yeah, I was trying to go message you and stuff like that. Hey, you have to move on along. You have to find somebody else that's gonna probably answer.
So here's the thing, like the main difference between being a stalker, because being a stalker is intrusive and again it's unwanted versus, being persistent. At least the person is responding to your advances. But if they're not responding to your advances, yet you're being persistent, you're harassing them and you're stalking them. And it's not cute, it's not fun, and it's just like downright creepy. So it's like you got to leave people alone. Even it's like in relationships or relationships that have gone bad. Listen, if they blocked you or you're texting and calling them and they're not responding, you need to leave these folks alone because
Zoe for
clearly,
you.
can you say it again?
Zoe for you.
Right, because clearly they have left the relationship.
OHWIT. OWIT. Zoe for you.
Like this guy said, it's what?
Zoe for you.
That's it. They've left the relationship. They've left you alone. They've ghosted you or whatever it is. Whatever it is. But as I said, after the number three attempts and it's not responded to, it's a wrap.
One attempt and then she ain't respond to you, it's a wrap. One attempt and he ain't respond to you. If they really want to be interested, even if it's been a minute, they'll go back and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your call or I missed your message, whatever." Boo, 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 boo. But it's been 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 weeks, and they ain't trying to be responding to you. They're not interested. If it's been a week or two, they're not interested. So leave it alone. Just go ahead in your little corner of your closet and abuse yourself. Whatever little picture of Barney you gotta watch or something. And have at yourself.
I don't see
call
a point of doing all of that because that ain't gonna make things even better either. Oh, he's not answering me. I'm just gonna stab his dog.
I wasn't talking about that type of abuse. That's not nothing.
They be doing that too. I know some people that's out there doing that's good for doing it. I'm like,
yeah,
like
I
want to
say,
stay away from those people.
Somebody that's threatened to harm themselves because they stopped talking to somebody.
Let me get your check.
Really?
Yeah.
I have you committed. Let me get
Crystal,
your check.
she was
Don't
trying
say
to do the same
don't
thing
say
to me. I know she was trying to do the same thing. I'm like, and she was telling me, I'm like, what? I'm like, not even that serious, not that deep. Because I'm like, I don't want you. Like, I don't want you. I'm like, you can do all this crazy stuff to yourself if you want to. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Boy, you sitting up here bleeding out on the floor. Listen, let me tell you something. If a person don't care about you, listen, trust me, they not gonna. If they don't care why you alive, they not gonna care why you gone. So it's like you wasting your time doing all that. I mean, the worst thing I guess that could happen is like they might feel like they are responsible if they had to did something. But if a person doesn't care about you living, your death ain't gonna matter to them. They like, man,
Two tears in a bucket.
Right. I remember this guy I knew, and a young lady. He was a young lady that he had used to talk to or whatever. She had called him. I guess they just calling to catch up and kind of see how he was doing or whatever. And she was explaining to him that she was in a car accident or whatever. And so he talked to her, a little minute. Then he got off the phone, and it's like he was like, I don't see what she calling me for to tell me if she was in a car accident or what. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't care. I'm just like, dang, that was, I mean, I'm like, this is somebody that you was once in a relationship with. I don't know if they had a bad breakup or whatever it was, but just his callous response to it, I'm just like, oh, shoot, let me not ever remind me to never like get in a relationship with you because I see how you are on the other side of that relationship. And I'm just like, okay, if you once cared for somebody, if something happened to them, I'm just like, listen, I'm just a big old cream puff. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can't. I'm be wanting to try to make sure you okay, even if I don't like you. I'ma still be trying to see if they send the food truck over there to you. I'm probably not gonna come, but I'm gonna see if they send the food truck and stuff because I don't want nothing bad to happen to people.
I can get 2 rats ass.
No,
I'd be like, this is funny world star. I'd be videotaping like, oh my God, look at that. Dang.
I would not. No, I would. What about you, Amir? If something bad happened to somebody that you used to talk to, how would you?
And it has. I felt bad for her. So I think this was last year. I think before Christmas or like. I think it was. I think it was last year too. It was definitely last year. She was pregnant and she got into. I was well before. Then
that
she,
one girl, no.
Chicken head, but
right.
yeah, she was.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. No.
I mean, I did feel bad for her because like I saw like pictures of her and I was like. And not only that, but like she was pregnant at the time, and the baby had died or what. I was like, dang. And, she didn't tell me. I had to find out for myself. I think she told me, and then I was like, man. But it was like I didn't like. Yeah, I just felt bad for her.
Right, so you didn't get happy because something happened to her and you wasn't like, because some people, like I say, they'll be like, okay.
I'm not that type of person. No, that ain't me. I kind of felt bad for her. I was like, man.
Yeah, and that's how I am. I'm just like, once you care for somebody, I'm like, even for somebody that's like hurt my feelings, I'm just like, I just don't want to see, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to you unless I do it to you. But then, that's the only way I feel bad about it is I'm like, Dad, I done did it. So, but if something else happened to you, I'm like, I don't want nothing bad to happen, to you, even the dog and the cat and all this other stuff, the bird and But hey, you better watch that bird and that dog. I'm gonna tell you about that.
The
But
only way I would feel, remorseful for that person or bad for that person, if we broke up or whatever, and if they were in the wrong on the whole, situation, relationship, whatever, and they apologize for their wrong, then fine. I'd be like, and then I read the paper that so and so died, or they little cousin got whatever. I'd be like, oh, that's so and so's little. Oh, I feel so bad. But if you knew you was a dirty little bastard and you did not apologize, or your apologize was suck ass, then no. And your little cousin,
so something happened to Captain Underpants, you wouldn't feel.
Really?
Captain Long
Captain
Titty, no.
Underpants, really?
No, Captain Long Titty, no.
What does that have to do with this?
I'd be like, oh.
Goodness.
The sugar honey iced tea happened.
No,
that's life.
That's life.
That's what people say.
Mindful and don't consider, something bad happening. Like, no, I don't want nothing bad. Just leave me alone. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you.
Leave me alone, but this, I mean, I'd be like, like say when they come pick him up after the court let open and stuff, and he got to get locked up or whatever.
So now, who do y'all think is stalked more, men or women?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to come back to me on that one.
I think, honestly, I think men are stalked more. Those statistics, I think just women are sneakier about how we stalk. But men, when they see, y'all ain't smart. Y'all go to stalking. Y'all make it obvious, look, that y'all like a person and stuff. And then y'all go crazy and you kill a person. See, we'll stalk you. We be in a cut with our stalking. I do my little drive-by like, yeah, he's still on the check on the bed. Okay, man, he's still.
I know the little ladies out there be going through my page and stuff like that to see who I've been with.
Sugar mama.
I'm like, I ain't got nothing to have, so I'm like, you can go through my stuff all you want. All you gonna see is pictures of me, pictures with this woman, pictures of me downtown or whatever, me at a concert, videos. That's what you gonna see all through my stuff. I ain't got nothing to have, so it's like you can look for Bambi, and you can look for it, you're not gonna find it. I wish you the best of luck, because you're not gonna find it on my page.
Well, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, 1 in 12 women will be stalked at some point during her lifetime. About 75% of women know their stalker in some way, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics. They say 1 in no. According to an online source, 1 in 50 men have a chance on being stalked at some point. So that's still kind of high. Well, yeah, that's still kind of high.
You're in a crowd, say you're at a concert, you picture it like this, and there's 3,000 people in that thing, whatever. There's a lot of men, 1 in 50 of them have been stalked or whatever. And you got 1 in every 12 females, whatever, in here has been stalked or whatever. So it's like it's a really high number. You got some really crazy people out there.
Now, there are some different stalker types. So we want to touch upon a few stalker types. The first one is the rejected stalker. Now, this is the most common and dangerous type. They pursue the victim, often a former intimate partner, after a relationship ends, and often seeks revenge. The next one is intimacy-seeking stalkers. They want an intimate relationship with the victim they believe is their true love. They are often delusional, okay? Delusional, okay? That's where we at with that one. Delusional. Delusional, okay? The next one is the incompetent stalker. They know that the victim is not interested, but forge ahead in hopes that their behavior will lead to a relationship. They often have mental issues. Okay, this is the incompetent stalker. Then you have a resentful stalker. They intend to frighten and distress the victim. Many have paranoid personalities or delusional disorders. Again, a lot of these folks is just crazy. A lot of it appeal. I think a strong dose can help a lot of these things.
I get my pills from the deer and I will give it to
you. The next one is a predatory stalker. Now, they sexually attack their victim. So definitely want to be mindful, because there are different types of stalkers, and there are different levels to stalking. So be mindful, watch yourself, be aware of your surroundings. Don't listen. You meet these folks off these websites and off these social media platforms. Do not be going to their house and giving them your contact information and all this and going away with them and not telling people who you are dealing with. If you are meeting somebody on a site and you decide to meet up with them, I don't care if it's been 6 months y'all been talking online and this is the first time you meeting with them, you need to let somebody know. Somebody know where you going and who you meeting. So that, just in case, anything can happen.
I do. I text, like if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, whatever, I shoot everybody email. I send them the picture of what old dude look like. Here's the address. This is his face and everything. If y'all don't see me no more, know that this dude done killed me. I have, and I send it to a bunch of like about 10 of my friends, like, y'all, this is him. And they be like, okay, you great. Let us know when you get there, bet. Let us know when you leave. I'm like, bet. I let it all, And I tell them, let me see
that same thing.
Okay. You said did what?
So I might stop pulling what's he doing.
Yeah, you have to. When you're meeting somebody that you've never met and you meeting people offline, you always have to somebody needs to know who you're meeting and where they are. Listen, I'm telling you, I want to know your name.
Yep.
Who your people.
Yep.
And I tell him that all the time, and he be always like, you doing too much. That's not that. I need to know who we gonna have to ride down on. I'm sorry. Listen, don't play no games. Don't have my boy have him come over somewhere now, because it's not gonna be right with you and your family. I'm just gonna tell you like that. So even my little sister, she got so little bad. I'm telling you, I used to tell the little boys, I'm like, what's your social security number? She used to go and she would get so upset. She would go tell my mom, Mom, do you think she harassed him? Why is she asking him that? I'm like, what's your one little boy? I'll never forget. He told me his little name, his little street name. I say, sweetheart, what's your name that your people gave you? I don't want to know what your friends call you out here. What's the name that come on your birth certificate or that's on your check? What's your name?
Exactly.
I'm like, don't come telling me no. Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. She's like, that ain't my mama. Look, girl, get out my girl. You better go somewhere. I'm trying to talk. Don't sit up here. I'm like, where you live? I be around. I don't care where you be, where you live, where your people live. You know where she live. I need to know where you live. Trust and believe. Don't play.
We stay out here on the block, man, every day.
I don't like that. Well, I'll come to you. I'll meet you at your house. No, don't come to my house. No. Let's meet over here in the mall or someplace that is a lot of people around. Because just in case I got to scream out that you trying to touch me, take me away, people will see that okay, or I scream out coronavirus or something. So they can come get you. Because coronavirus, I think, is more better than
get
rape.
You now. Yes, it will.
You can't scream out rape. They can look at you, but scream out something. He got corona. They gonna beat his ass.
Get your behind kicked. They will clear that whole restaurant. I'm
spray him down with Lysol. That Lysol spray
right there too.
You'll get a behind kick that you soon enough won't forget. Messing around with that coronavirus. So definitely. Woo. So again, younger people, not even younger, and again, if you are meeting up, I'm not saying not to meet, nobody on social media, because let's be real, this is like the new way that most people are meeting people off of, off of social media. So I'm like, if you into that type of thing, or even the dating platforms and stuff like that, just let somebody know. And you like an expert on what to do, how to screen them, and what.
Hey, listen, y'all want some screening? I better call me and inbox me and send the cash app, because I ain't screening for free. But I will find. I have found. Oh my God, it's just so funny. I be finding people's husbands and stuff on these dating sites, and I send them a little message and everything. Your man on the dating site, huh? Y'all married, right? Yeah. This him, right? Yeah. Well, this is what he said to me on the dating site. So I'm just letting you know, your man is on the dating site saying he's single. I remember one dude, he had a whole family. She had just said, he's the happy Father's Day to the best father and husband and blah, blah. They had the whole little matching outfits for the 4th of July and everything. And the little children was dressed in a little red, white, and blue. I'm like, dude, in my inbox, talking about he's single. You sure? She's like, I said, well, here go his information right here on the dating site. Here go his name. So you might want to check your husband or whatever, because this is what he's saying. If he said it to me, I know he said it to a whole lot of other females, so I'm just letting you know. You might want to check your dude.
See, I'm like, that's the thing about this. I'm like, please don't cheat on me. Just break up with me before you have me out here looking stupid in these streets. Like,
They want you to.
no, I don't want to look stupid in the streets. Like,
Y'all
are
better
we
be checking these guys.
loyal and all this and that? And it's like you up here, you got a whole separate profile. You still fishing, and I'm sitting up here. I'm thinking that you caught and I'm caught, and you still fishing. I'm just
You
like,
better check
nah.
and dude, you better check your chicks too. I mean, she may be cheating on you with a dude, but at the same time, an ego stroke, she may be cheating on you with a chick. So you better check these profile
Lord.
sites. I go.
Kick both of y'all out. You and her. I'm like,
I be
y'all
getting
want each other. Hey, y'all was meant for each other.
At first they
There y'all
said
go.
you had to call Tyrone. Now you better call Karen.
What's
You know,
this
and
gonna say?
find out
Somebody
what's
said
going
my-
on with Karen or Jill. Oh Lord have mercy. This is too much going on. So definitely, again, be mindful. Now here are a few signs that you're being stalked. It's too much unwanted contact. Let the person know that they're making you uncomfortable with the unwanted contact. If they continue, contact the local authority immediately. This is when the world was open, and it's open. We open
Y'all
back
can't
up
call
in
the
places.
police
So
now.
now, lurking around your workplace or your neighborhood, you up in the store, you in a barbecue joint. You like, wait a minute,
know you don't live around here.
What is
Exactly.
you up in the hood? And you up
right
in here
here.
smoking Joe Frazier's rib shack. What you doing over here?
Playing.
Like,
I was
you don't
just
even-
grocery shopping. You don't even eat. Quit playing. All them grocery stores you pass by to get mine. Dude.
Like, I thought you only eat organic food and you a vegetarian. Smoking Joe
Oh.
Frazier's rib shack.
I was just, making sure they had some vegetarian ribs on here.
Woo-wee. They watching you from a distance, know everything.
Pulling up to your house, pulling up to your house unannounced and
Oh
stuff.
my Lord.
They sitting right there in your drive through, turn the lights.
Oh, I've had that one. I remember I was walking to my car, and my boyfriend at the time, I like to talk. So I'm just talking, walking to the car. It's raining. He's like, baby, let's get in the car. We'll talk about it in the car. I was like, okay, get in the car. He was like, you ain't see that? I'm like, see what? Dude just pulled up and backwards out the driveway. I was like, what? He was like, you just pulled up and drove backwards out the driveway. Like, you lying. Let me call. So where you at? Oh, I just got off of work. Why? I'm like, yeah, I saw you and your man. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? It is over.
Wow.
Girl, fuck.
Ooh, Lord, thankfully I've never had that type of situation. Because I'm like I say, my nerves are bad enough as it is.
We know.
I don't need any other.
We
Are a
know.
blessing.
I don't need any other. Listen, I don't need no extra pressure.
The trainer orders will be your best friend. I'm telling you.
And the next one is repeated phone calls. Someone that you're not seeing on a regular basis, and y'all just not cool. It's not cool for them to be calling you like that, and they just keep calling. Ring, ring. Or y'all ain't cool no more. Like y'all once was cool, but it's like now, okay, she done broke up with you, he done broke up with you. Quit calling them. Leave these folks alone. Like, if they're not answering and they're not calling back, they got the call. They got the first call. They got the second call. They got the 15th call. They got the 30th call. They don't want to talk. Like that song. What song is Adele, Hello, where she was like, I done called. I've called about 1,000 times. Wait a minute, what?
Shit, I just found out the one that got away. He got
Hello, it's me. Yeah.
Wait a minute, they didn't even go back to what's his name? Lionel Richie song. That was a little stalkerish.
Hello,
is it me you're looking for? No, I'm not looking for you. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, because he keep calling.
I'm like, no.
Shoot.
No, if I was looking for you, I know to get in contact with you. I'm not looking for you, buddy. No. So again, if you're making all of these attempts, the point is, if you're making all these attempts to get in contact with somebody and they're not responding, please stop. Make that your last attempt.
Stop.
Because they're not interested in getting in contact with you.
Stop.
If you're trying to rekindle something with somebody and they're not returning your calls or don't pop up at their house and say, well, maybe they didn't get my email.
They got that
maybe
mess.
they didn't get your text. Maybe they got it. They just not. They're done for whatever reason. Maybe because of the reason that you popped up. Maybe a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. maybe that's why it's over with.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
don't
Say what
pop up.
Bernie Mac said off a house party. Yeah. Give him one. Yeah. They ain't responding. Hey, you gotta do that sometimes.
So it's like you
gotta say it
definitely
with
have
some
to.
force.
Yeah,
Get your ass away.
this is true. This is true. So if they're not responding, like guys, you just gotta let them go and just leave them alone and move on. Like, I mean, the biggest thing to take away from it is a person is not interested. If you're not, how you know that you are harassing or stalking, that person does not like it. They don't want whatever it is that you're doing. They're not responding to it in a positive way, or they're not responding
That's
to
fine
it.
at all, yeah.
So please stop, because it's unwanted, it's intrusive, and it's illegal, crazy behavior.
And you know, you can get a date. You can most definitely file a police report and everything, because social media stalking and harassment is real. I have filed police reports on many dudes with the social media, and trustably, they can't stand my ass, and I could give two craps about it.
Yeah, so definitely you guys want to be mindful and just take care of each other. And if you are a person that
It's crazy.
is you're a little fairy dust, here and there, you trying to make him love you, or you trying to make her love you. You shouldn't be wanting to make anybody do anything, because if they're not doing it free and willingly, then it's not real, and you're not what does it for them. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, you have to accept it, because it's not you. They're not interested in you. If they once were, they're not anymore. Once they stop responding, it's over.
Swallow that pill like your mother should have swallowed you. I'm just saying. Everything's real.
And with that being said, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, E.
Thank you again.
Me. Have a great night, you guys.
Good night.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.